This may look like a smoothie, but it's not. So don't drink it like a smoothie. This is Hashtag Cooking. I'm Samah Dada, or you may know me as Dada Eats. And today we are gonna use that forgotten bag of spinach in the back of your fridge to make my amazing spinach pesto pasta. This recipe is hashtag nut-free, hashtag vegan, and hashtag gluten-free. Before we get started, I'm just gonna throw these ingredients up on my story real quick. So I'm using some really nice chickpea pasta over there. We've got some tomatoes that I'm gonna throw on the pan a little bit later, chili flakes, oregano, salt, pepper, lemon juice, garlic, fresh basil, olive oil, and all that spinach. Look at those greens. We're gonna start by making our pesto. What I love about this recipe is that it's super easy. It comes together in a blender. You don't need anything more than that. And our base ingredient is gonna be that spinach. So, you know, sometimes you go to the store and you buy spinach, you kind of forget about it and it's just sitting there. Today is the day we reclaim our lost spinach. If you don't want to eat a salad, but you want to get your greens in, this is an amazing way to do that. Now we're going to start with our basil. So I'm just going to peel these leaves off of the stem and just toss them in there. Now I'm going to add garlic to this. What's really difficult about garlic is actually getting the peel off. You could spend like your entire life trying to do that. So the easiest way to do that is just to use the flat side of your knife, smash it, and then the peel comes literally straight off. Like, you may smell like garlic for the rest of the day, but like that's totally fine because you got the peel off so easy. And I've got 4 cloves here. You can add more or less to your liking. Next thing we're gonna add is some lemon juice. I wanna get all of the juice out of this lemon, so we're just gonna roll it a little bit with my palm, and then we're gonna slice it. So the thing about lemon is that you've got these seeds in there, so what I'm gonna do before I juice it into the blender is just kind of put my hand under it so I'm catching the seeds in case anything falls in there, because otherwise it's gonna taste kind of bitter, and like nobody likes a bitter pesto. Now what I'm going to do is just season this pasta. We've got some salt, pepper, chili flakes, oregano. Season it to taste, whatever you like. I'll just start with a little bit of Salt Bae action here. Put that in there. Some pepper, chili flakes, and oregano. I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil in there. I'm not measuring it really. I just kind of want to have some nice olive oil in there, the flavor, and it helps it blend as well. And then to help it kind of move around in the blender, we're just going to add a little bit of water just to help it blend. Cool. I am gonna blend this up and I'm gonna grab something for the Instagram. This may look like a smoothie, but it's not. So don't drink it like a smoothie. All right, so I've got my salt water boiling. I'm just gonna go ahead and add my pasta. I'm using chickpea pasta here, which is an amazing gluten-free alternative, lots of protein, or just normal pasta, that's cool too. I'm just gonna dump this in. And then I'll keep checking on that. I like to heat up my pan about a minute before I throw the oil in, just to kind of get it all nice and warm before I add the tomatoes. So I'm just going in with some extra virgin olive oil. We're gonna throw this onto the pan, and then I'm just gonna put some tomatoes on there. I'm gonna throw my tomatoes in here. Let them sizzle a bit. And I'm also just gonna go ahead and season this a bit. Just some salt, some pepper, and some chili flakes. And I'll let them just kind of hang out in there until they're nice and blistered. Which doesn't sound appealing, but I swear it tastes really good. The pasta's been in for about 7 to 8 minutes, so I'm gonna go ahead and taste it and make sure we got that al dente action going on in there. Ooh! Almost missed my mouth. It's perfect. Okay, pasta is ready. Put on our tomatoes. Look at that. They're getting nice and blistered. You can see they're bursting a little bit. All right, so tomatoes are done. Gonna move this pasta over here. And it's nice because you get a little bit of that pasta water in there too, so the starchiness of it allows it to kind of thicken and taste really good and decadent as well. There's like so much pasta. This is like a sea of pasta. I'm gonna add my pesto and my tomatoes to the pasta. Now I'm just gonna pour this pesto in. That color. It's pretty creamy too, which is delish. And now I'm gonna go ahead and add my tomatoes and then mix it all together. I'm not gonna even be dainty about this anymore. And look at those colors too. The red is nice, the tomatoes really add that pop of color and that sweetness that it's kind of nice to have in a pesto pasta recipe. I'm ready to eat. So I'm gonna put this into a bowl for myself. This olive oil, okay, hello pepper. I'm gonna spoon this in. And I also wanna add some really great toppings to this as well. I'm gonna add some tomatoes on top, just to make it look pretty too. So this is a nut-free recipe, but if you do like nuts, if you can have them, I like to top this with pine nuts as well as some almond milk ricotta. So this is kind of nice to have a little bit of crunch if you do like that. Totally up to you. And this is something that I absolutely love to put on top of this pesto pasta is some almond milk ricotta. I just like to put just a bunch on top, kind of add some nice flavor. And I like always just having something to make it look gorgeous too. Another thing too that I love is nutritional yeast. Nutritional yeast has probably the ugliest name ever, but it's a great source of B12, and it also adds a really nice kind of cheesy, salty flavor. So if you are dairy-free or if you don't eat cheese, if you are vegan, whatever it may be, this is a really awesome way to kind of get that cheesy, nutty flavor into your dishes. And then, of course, my favorite, just a little bit of flaked sea salt on top. And I'm so ready to eat this. I'm like salivating like while I'm doing this. So I'm gonna like clear my camera roll and also clear the space for the photo. My camera roll is a little bit freed up. So now I'm ready for you, pasta. Okay. Yes, girl, work those angles. It's time to taste. I'm very excited about this. You got the freshness from the basil and lemon juice, the garlic. Guys, this is like green juice, but it tastes good.